Hello everyone. Hope all of you are happy and enjoying your studies. As you all can see, the title of the video and also the first slide of my video. In this video, we will be talking about the RCB interview. But before that, as all of us know that RCB takes admission based on the interview, and interview as students get shortlisted for the interview based on the gateway score. So in this video, first of all, we'll be talking about gateway and we'll be talking about everything, every aspect of the gateway, that what is gateway, how much marks, important topics. Even in this video, I'm going to tell you the YouTube sources which I used and the books also which I used during my preparation. So without any delay, let's get into it. So, if we talk about the Gate B, so any of you, if not aware, Gate B stands for Gratitude Aptitude Test for Biotechnology, which is a all India master's level entrance exam. Means all of the DBT institutes, affiliated colleges, or the universities, or the centers which provide the master's program will take admission through this exam only, which is conducted by the RCB Faridabad and RCB Faridabad, but NTA is the conducting agency, and it happens only once a year. If we talk about the total marks, it is 240, and all of the questions are MCQ based, means you will be having the four options, and you have to choose the one correct option or the wrong option according to the question. And if we talk about the mode of examination, it is CBT, means computer based test, and also calculator is not allowed. One more thing, and the important thing, and I can say best thing about this exam, if you qualify this exam and based on this exam's marks, if you take admission into any course in the any university, then if you enroll in the MSc Biotechnology, then you will be getting 5,000 rupees per month stipend. And if you join as MSc Agriculture, then you will be needing 7,000. And for MTech, because this exam is also for the MSc Biotech Agriculture and also for the MTech. If you are a biotech student, then also this is a video for you. If you are agriculture student, also this video is for you. If you are biotech or any life sciences like zoology, botany, or biochemistry, then this exam is for you. And so if you will be getting the 15,000 rupees per month stipend, and here in RCB, in the I am enrolled in the integrated PhD program, so I get the stipend of 16,000 per month. Now you know about the exam. So let's talk about the eligible. You have seen that what is the exam and what about the perks of the exam. So let's see, are you eligible for this exam? So if we talk about the eligibility thing, then it is a screenshot which I have taken from the Gateway brochure only. I'll be posting the link in the description box so you can see from there. So if we talk here in the brochure, one thing is that you should be a bona fide Indian national, means you should be the citizen of the India. Then also you are eligible for the gateway exam. I'll talk about in the next one. Okay. So if the minimum or and you should have a bachelor's, and your bachelor's can be in zoology, botany, and also the you can also be in agriculture or the BTech. So according to your bachelor background, you can get into the various universities. So what happens is there is a whole list of the institutes, and these institutes are different institutes, and different institutes provides a courses, different courses for different domains like agriculture, MSc in agriculture, or the MTech as we saw. So here, this exam you will be giving this exam. If you qualify this time marks, you will be getting some marks. According to that marks, you can apply to the different universities, looking of seeing their what they want, their eligibility of that university. Based on this marks, you will be applying for the universities, and then your universities will shortlist you whether you are eligible for that university or not, or and then you will get the admission into that university. And second one is that you should be either in the final examination, final semester of your bachelor's, or you have done your you are completed your bachelor's. And one more thing, if you are giving the exam in the last semester, then you need to have some undertaking which has to be stamped by the head of institute, or the principal also can sign this thing. And this is the important thing. And also, if you are from what to say, reserved category, then you need to be provide the certificate for that also. Now you know the eligibility. So let's see which institutes participate. Major institute if I talk. So this, if you can see, first of all, let's see the seats. So here you can see this is the as exact line I have copied from the website only. I provide the link for that also, institutes link also. There is a whole list of the, here you can say 77 programs, and these are the institute difference in, these are the programs, but also institutes are very where many institutes are there, so you can see from there your choice of institute also. So there are 1307 DBT sanction sheets, means if you get into these seats, you will be getting the stipend. If you are but MSc, then 5,000. If you are agriculture, then 7,000. If you join as a MTech, then you will be getting the 15,000. So you can see the 1307 seats as compared to the last year, when there was a 1181 seats only, and only the 62 programs were there, spotted programs were there. So you can see the increase in the number of the seats and the institute also there. It is a golden opportunity for you to give this exam and be in the best institute, and be also be the cream of the country, or the uh, students who will be get the exposure to be studying in the best institutes, will get the chance to be taught by the scientists, and also the can join the labs of the scientists also. Here I have cited some of the universities, but these are not the only universities. You can see the BHU, RGCB, RCB Faridabad, IIT Roorkee, IIT Indore, Hyderabad Central University, PJ Chandigarh, ICT Mumbai, and these all universities have different programs. So you can check uh, from that list. I will provide the link in the description box. Now you know the participating institute. Now, if you get any if you get excited, if you want to go into all these institutes through the gateway, and if you are born to gateway, then you should not delay, because if we talk about the important events, then the online registration has been started from 8th February, and the last date is 6th March. So if you have not registered till now for the 2024, then you should register today only, because for the 6th March also, this is the 5 it will be up to 5 p.m. only. And this is the examination fees. You can submit up to 11:50, and corrections window will open from the 8th March to 9th March. And the most important thing is the date of examination is 20 April 2024. This is the important date, the day, and duration will be 180 minutes, means 3 hours, and gate B timing will be 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and computer based English and all that thing. If we talk about the fee, then the gate B fee, if you are from general or OBCNC and or EWS, then it is 1200, and if you are from SC, ST or PW, it is 600. Now we know about what is Gate B. We know the institutes. We know the important dates. We have. I hope now you have registered. आप सबने रजिस्टर कर दिया है, तो अब हम देखते हैं कि पैटर्न क्या रहेगा. हाँ, हमने रजिस्टर कर दिया, अब हमारा जो एप्लीकेशन जा चुकी है. So let's see now the pattern, how we have to prepare, how we have to give the exam, what should be the mindset to give this exam. So if we talk about the if we talk about the pattern, it will be a CBT board. I have already told you, and it will also also consist of two sections. and the first section will be section A, where there will be MCQs, and the number of question will be 60, and marks also counts for 60, and the it 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 will have the physics, chemistry, mathematics, and general biology, and each marks will be of 1 mark, and there will be negative marking, and for each incorrect response, one half marks will be deducted from the total marks. So section A is that part of this exam. If you know chemistry, biology, and the general aptitude, if physics also you know, then you can be in the top ranks. I'm ensuring you, because this is the rank making section. If you know a little bit of all these things, then you can surely score from 60. If you are able to score 30, that's a good score. 30, because it's 180, so it will be 200 above, so you will be in the top ranks only. And if we talk about the section B, section will be of the multiple choice question, and it will be subject based, means it's from life sciences, biotechnology, and all these areas, and there will be 100 questions. From out of that 100 questions, you have to attempt only 60 questions, and each question will have the 3 marks, and 1 marks will be deducted from the total marks. So again, I'm emphasizing on this point that if you are starting your preparation from today only, give at least 1 to 2 hours for section A, means for aptitude. Here it is written as the mathematics of +2 level, but I am telling you that they don't ask that all the derivatives or integration, but they ask the basic aptitude, shapes, and the uh, although simple aptitude questions, and chemistry also it comes easy, and biology तो आपको पता ही होगा. So please emphasize. I am again emphasizing. Please don't just let it be that section नहीं छोड़ो, section B पे ध्यान रखेंगे. Please don't do that. Also do the section A. Prepare for the section A. So it is the syllabus. So if we talk about the biomolecular structure and functions, then biological membrane. In this, the questions like peripheral proteins, integral proteins, and what are the methods to extract those things, detergent and all that thing, pH change, type of questions, and also the TM value, what will happen if the organism is shifted from the cold region to the warm region. All those things come over here. Action potential, it is given from the animal physiology. Don't miss this part, because it is clearly mentioned action potential. You can surely expect one question from this part every year. And the transport process is all the active and also the secondary active transport are very important. Glucose and sodium transport, basal and apical receptors, all that things, and active, passive, some channels, CFTR, all that things are important. You should read about that. Then comes the enzymes, kinetics, mechanism of enzymes, Km value, what is Km value, Michael-Mentis equation, and the effect of competitors on the uh, Michael-Mentis and the Lindbergh plots. All these things are important. You should read about that. And then comes the basic control of the metabolism. You all can repeat Krebs cycles, glycolysis, all that thing, photosynthesis, respiration, and electron transport change, bioenergetics. Virus structures, microbial classification, and then is the diversity, methods in biology, and this is the very important microbial growth in nutrition. In this thing, all that things comes that what we say to that, if one nutrient is depleting, so what will be the genetics part also included in that. So these type of questions come, and the to calculate the to calculate the division number. I think it's in different part. Okay, so cell structure, cell growth, mitosis, meiosis, cell communication, cell signaling, GPCR, and RTK signaling. Have a general overview of all the things. If you don't want to cover all the topics, just go through the previews of that topic. If you are not aware, then there is a book, preview book you can get from any author. I had the book from the IFS PYQs. So there is a complete different chapters of all the things, all the different subtopics. So if you are, if imagine if you want to skip this file structure and classification, so skip this. Okay, if you don't want to study, don't study, but at least go through the pre-PQs because there's a tendency of a GATE exam that they repeat the questions. Now, molecular structure of the gene, molecular biology, ये तो आप छोड़ ही नहीं सकते हो. You have to do this thing. Many questions come from all this thing, mutation, mutagenesis, and all that thing, chromosome, HPLC. For this thing, you can do the book, that book, but Pathfinder's book, technique book. So it's very precisely given over there that what is the principle. Also sometimes numericals come from centrifugation like things and CD and graph and all that thing. So don't skip this part. This is the very important part, the technique part. They combine the techniques and the biochemistry and give the question. That becomes tricky, but that's actually easy questions. Immunology, again, important thing. Bioinformatics, learn about the basic databases. You have a multiple channels on the YouTube. Restriction and all that thing, yeah, that's a very important thing. TI plasmid and all that thing, totipotency, production of secondary metabolite, animal cell culture, and all that thing. I'm just overviewing these things there. I will be discussing these strategies from where we have to learn and what videos should we see on the YouTube. Again comes the bioprocessing things, tissue culture and its application. You can see all that thing. I will provide the link in the description also. So if I talk that this crux of the syllabus, I mean that these are the topics you can't skip. If you want to qualify that exam, you have to read at least these topics. First one is enzymology, kinetics and inhibition. My favorite part is this. Then the DNA polymerase and RNA polymerase and their activities like DNA pol 1, 2, and 3, and which has what proofreading activity, 3 to 5 dash proofreading activity, or 5 to 3 polymerase activity, and where comes the where the DNA pol 1 works and where the DNA polymerase 2 work, which is the more efficient, which is the more processive in nature. All these questions from this part. Then the RNA polymerase part comes that uh, which polymerase forms the tRNA, RNA, or mRNA. All that things comes. Then the inhibitors, and these are very important. Again, the questions easily come from this thing. Penicillin, what happens if you rifampicin and streptomycin. Restriction enzymes, it's a biotechnology exam. You can't skip this also. There's a restriction enzyme, or they will give you the RFLP patterns, that what is the basis of all that thing, and if they say that you are having two enzymes, then where it will cut and all that things. Then the techniques, so you can't skip. Then the bacterial genetics, what is the generation time, how will generation will it take to produce a number of individuals. If there were a number of individuals, that formula n equals to n naught into 2 raised to power n, where n is the number of generation. All that thing very important. Then the MHC, antigen presentation and processing, all immunology is also important. So now comes the important part. If you stayed through the video till now, then this is the important part about the chemistry. So in chemistry topics, main topics which I studied, all of that. Now from this point, I will be telling you what I did. If what I did during my preparation. So in chemistry, all these things: solutions, chemical kinetics, electrochemistry, periodic table, polymers, equilibrium, thermodynamics, redox reaction, and gaseous states. So you might be having notes from your plus two. If you have joined some coaching or something, you can study from that. Otherwise, there is one more way that you can go for the one shots. There are different YouTube channels which provide these one shots, and you can learn whole the chapter in just a 1 or 2 hour. So the two two YouTube channel I'm suggesting or I studied from are the PW Physics Wala and the Learno Hub. And the for if you are studying anything, please go to the previous year questions. If you are studying this thing and you don't know what kind of questions do they ask, there is no point of studying all this thing. So before studying the topic, you see the PYQs question, that what are the domains from where questions come, then study that part, and then come back to the previous year question, that are you able to solve all that things or not. For physics part, it is current, electricity, physical world and measurement. There are many questions from this measurement and all that thing. It is a very important. I know it's a rata type of things, but questions do come. Force, pressures, what are the units on MLT, that thing comes. Semiconductors also sometimes comes, ray optics, and that current, electricity, circuit, resistors, or all that thing also come, work per energy, gravitation. If you want to skip the physics part, you can skip. I'm really say I'm saying that thing, but don't skip the chemistry and the aptitude part. There are chances that you can't, even after studying the physics, you will not be able to solve the questions. But I'm saying that if you are doing chemistry and aptitude, if you have some sort of knowledge, some sort of formulas or anything concepts with you, then you can surely can do the chemistry and aptitude, and that thing is enough to have a good rank. That too, you can do from the PW, and again comes the PYQs. You have to do PYQs of everything. Then it's maths. I did the probability from the 12th NCRT. You can do. Then the sets, matrix, permutation and combination, percentage, distance, all that thing, all the simple aptitude question. First one, you can do the from Learn No Hub, and another one. This channel is very good. Sanjay sir from TLS online, an online channel. He literally gives the best shortcuts or the formulas to solve the question within a second. I found this channel very late, otherwise my marks also must have boosted up. So okay, that's okay. I'm just where I wanted to be. Now there is a biology thing. So first one is the cell biology. So books you can refer is the Blue Albert's Carbs book, or you can also go to the Cooper and the and what you can also go to the Bruce Alberts. Bruce Alberts is a very good book. There is a very simple topics, and if you don't want to follow the standard books, then you can. Some people say that they can do. You can do from the Pathfinder's book if you want to. Then you can. But I am telling you that the lectures of Avantika ma'am from this channel, One Cell Biology, about the cell signaling and transport and sorting cell biology are the best. If you are doing that lectures, there's a whole playlist on his channel, on her channel. So if you are doing this thing, then you don't need to go for the standard books that are more than enough, more than sufficient for this exam. Second one is the biochemistry. So the novel, the Gita of biochemistry, Bible of the biochemistry is the Leninger. If you want to study from that. If you have limited time, if you don't want to follow these standard books, then you can go for the Casey Search biochemistry lectures. They are present on the IFS, I think CSR channel, yeah, something as yeah, maybe yeah, CSR channel. It is present on the CSR. There is a whole playlist of the biochemistry where he has covered each and everything. So if you are doing that thing again, that is more than enough. Do the PYQs, just go for this lecture and you are sorted. And also you can do the TLS online if you want to study the topic exactly like the standard book. They actually take the content from the standard book and then teach. So It's also a very nice thing. So if you want to practice, there's a new channel, Saurabh Kaushal. So he keep updating, keep uploading the questions from the PYQs or all that thing. So if you want to practice that, it's a very good channel. Then comes the molecular biology. I did from the Ninjas, and but the standard book for this is the Watson, James Watson book. So if you want to prefer that, then you can. Otherwise, again, somal biology also there. Molecular biology, there are many channels you can say from anywhere. But for DNA repair, I can surely say that the best lecture is from molecular biology. She has covered everything about the repair, so you can go for that. Then comes the techniques from the Pathfinders, Physics and Molecular Biology. It is the best book. For techniques is the best book for not for the gate B. If you are doing for gate or CS or whatever exam, it is the best. You can go for this without any tension. And if I talk about the YouTube channels, then it is the bio by Aarti ma'am or animation with Arpan. Casey sir also has the playlist for the gate exam, maybe, yeah, or the gate B exam only. If there's a whole playlist for the techniques, you can go for that also. And bio Aarti ma'am also teaches the very nice techniques. And if you don't want to go for the lectures, then you can go for the book also. This is a very good book. For immunology, you can study from the Cube immunology. Yeah, I studied from the Cubase immunology. So if you don't want to follow that, there is a very whole playlist of the lectures by the Frank's lectures. You can go for the hypersensitive and complement proteins and all that things from Bansal biology, or also you can do from the Medsimplified. For animal, plant, biotech, or bioprocessing, you can go for the TLS online or the BD Singhs, and also there was some channel from the Unacademy also only. Though there are some lectures about bioinformatics, so you can go for that. Those lectures were for DBT BET. So you can see their thing if you want to do the bioinformatics part. And for the animal and plant and biotechnology, so you can go for the TLS, or you can also go for the IFS3 lectures, which are there on the YouTube. For genetic engineering, again, you can go with the BD Singhs. Now I have discussed everything that what you have to study. Now, if you are doing all that things for exam, you are sorted. You will not face any difficulty in the interview. If you have prepared all these topics, you are ready to go for the interview. Now, now let's talk about the how to come to the RCB. So, now you have failed the Gate B exam, Gate B. So sorry for their mistake. It is the 6th March, and also there is one confusion among the students that we don't have to fill the another form for the RCB. But guys, RCB has some different form for its different registration form for the admissions to the RCB. So if you have not fill that form, if you have not registered yourself, go and register first. Go. Yeah, go now. So the last date is 30 March, and the fee for that exam is 500. Yes, we have to fill the another exam to appear in the interview of the RCB. Again, I'm repeating, you have to fill the another registration form for RCB interview and the RCB admissions. I'll share the link in the description box. Then you have to give the EDB examination, which is on 20th April. Then NTA will provide us the result and the scorecards, which is estimated released in during the May or June. Then the shortlisting of the candidate. Now, if you this scorecard, you can apply to the different institutes, which I have already talked about. I already showed you the different participating institute. You can apply to the all that things. So every institute releases the date for their registration, and majority of institutes provide their registration free of cost. So you fill as much as possible, and After you can do that thing, you take admission if you want to. If you have any doubt that you can't be selected in the RCB, you take admission earlier to some other institute, because RCB's email comes a little bit later, and the interview is also um, after 20-25 days, so it's a long gap, and between these day majority of institutes take admissions. So just don't rely on the RCB. Fill the other institutes registration also, which comes after the release of the results and the scorecards. I'll update on this channel about all that institutes. So if you have the marks above the cutoff, then you get shortlisted by the RCB for their interview. So they will send you the email. If you have registered in this form, then you will get the mail to appear in the interview, which will happen in the June. Mail will come a few days after the result, and for they will invite you to the interview. Then interview will happen after 20-25 days. So you can see there is a very much gap between the release of the result and the interview. So don't just rely and waste time for one thing only. Just have a backup option that if you don't get selected in the RCB, what else you have. So don't forget to, after the result release, don't forget to register in other many institutes also. Then interview will happen, and after interview, after 4 to 5 days, they will give you the selection list. And usually the interview happens in a offline mode. In 2023 only, in 2023, the interview held in both the online and the offline option because of some riots in the Haryana Pali region. But for there are high chances of the offline interview only. Now, if you have any confusion that how you have to register in the for the RCB, so heads up, you have to do it before the 30th March. So on Google, you will be typing RCB Faridabad, then you comes to the official website of the RCB, and here you can see this thing, admission to MS PhD program 2024. Here, apply. If you want to see the advertisement, you can watch that brochure, and then you can apply for this thing, RCB's interview. The very many people got confused last year, so you don't get confused with all that thing, and just apply. Then, if I talk about the RCB interview, what was my experience and what's my tips, suggestions for all the participants, all the candidates, is that be confident first of all. Also have a good command on topics and basic concepts. It is not necessary that you study a lot of things, but whatever you study, just have a each you should know the each aspect of that topic. You should have the command on that topic and be confident that if you have studied the thing, you will be able to give the interview, and you're gonna crack that thing also. So also choose they say choose the specific topic or the some topic and master that thing and do the proper revision. Not just that you are reading the research papers, but nothing goes into your mind, because at that point no one will ask you that how much papers you have studied, but they will ask you the simple question, and if you are not able to give that answer, that means you don't know. Even if you know. So be confident, be logical, be aware of the new scientific advancement, and also read about the major techniques. And if you have any queries about the interview or anything, you can comment in the comment bar or whatever the thing in. So if you have any doubt, query, please ask. Don't hesitate to ask. Subscribe, like the video if you want more videos like this. And with that, it's bye from my side. Thank you so much for having me. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Study hard. Thank you.